Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. Today we are doing a pick a card on what you can expect in the week ahead. This is one of my favorite readings to do. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. So I have 3 piles for you guys today. Pile 1 is this amethyst point or chunk here for pile 1. Pile 2, we have this selenite with an etched mandala on it. So pretty. In pile 3, I have this piece of a graphic amazonite. So it's amazonite with graphite in it. So take a deep breath. Go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, you could just have a busy week, or there could be something just, this is a general reading, but there could be something in another pile that you needed to hear. So feel free to watch more than one. The timestamps will be in the description box below if you're having a hard time choosing. Sometimes the number helps. This is a timeless reading, so it doesn't matter when I record this. Whenever you're finding it, just know you're meant to find it. If you want to drop your pile selection in the comments, you can always come back anytime and watch any of my timeless week ahead readings and jump in, and if you feel drawn to do that, and then you can see which week you picked before if you happen to have thrown a comment in as well. So again, we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I'll leave these up for a moment, and I will see you at your pile. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 1. You guys picked this beautiful amethyst chunk point here that I've had forever. I love amethyst, it's a favorite of mine. So we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead, some things that may come up, some things you need to keep an eye out for, things like that. So first, I will start off with your guys' tarot. This will be the overall energy that you guys will be in for the week. So you guys have a 2 of Cups and a 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so big thing for this week is balance, is balancing different parts of your life. Any of the 2s, and you guys have 2-2, so 2-2-2, you might see some synchronicities around 2-2, or angel numbers with multiple 2s in it. They're typically about partnership, but the overall thing that I'm really getting, we're going to get into a little more meanings behind these, but is keeping balance. So you're going to be really, some of you guys may be tested in learning to keep your balance possibly around relationships, matters of the heart, your emotions, and then all the things you take on in life. So 2 of Cups in a love reading would be like one of my soul level connection kind of cards. So some of you guys could be dealing with some soulmate, some soul level connections this week, but also finding the balance between like your heart and then your 3D world, or the tangible things and the things and how people are showing up and how you are showing up for other people. But ultimately, this is, also just about relationships, partnerships that you have in life. But I just keep hearing balance, like balance is key this week. So if you start to feel a little unbalanced with some of the things in your life, you might need to, ground yourself, do the things, like even if you're thinking about it now, you're like, what do I do to balance myself when I feel unbalanced? And kind of just keep that like almost like you're prepping for it, or just something that you can go to real quick, like, oh, okay, this is it. I'm losing my balance this week. What can I do to recenter myself? And that'll be a really important skill to hone in this week for you guys. Next, you guys have relationships. So I remember when I was pulling these, I was like, oh, of course. So this, again, is a big theme for you guys this week. This could be romantic loves. This could be friendships in your life. But relationships are going to be a big focus of your week. And then balancing those. There also might be some past relationships coming back in. But I think you guys are going to start finding, like, the way that they're showing me this card is almost like someone that maybe you've been off, not on the same page with. It's almost like you guys are going to be able to find the connection between your differences this week. Things, again, are balancing out for you guys. Next, you have fulfillment. So you're going to feel very fulfilled, especially in these areas of your life, if you as you learn to balance things, you're going to find a fulfillment perhaps you might not have had before. I'm also hearing Georgia. This looks like a peach to me. I'm assuming that's what it was supposed to be on this. But there's going to be, so someone might out there, oh, there's some horses in the background. All right, sorry. Squirrel moment, and we have the moon. But so Georgia might mean have some importance to somebody out there watching this pile. So I need to add that, and horses. But there's going to be so much fulfillment. So it's like right before you know how you've done all the work, or you've been putting in a lot of work in your life, and you finally get to almost like pick the fruit. Like you get to harvest all your hard work this week. So things are coming to fruition. You're getting that fulfillment. You're getting your reward for all your hard work that's coming in. They usually say, if you plant a tree or plant a seed, you spend all this time nurturing and caring for this plant, and the last thing that grows on it is the fruit, and the last thing you get to do is pick the fruit. So just know that if you've been putting in all this hard work, this is the week that things are going to you get to like reap those rewards of all your hard work. And possibly in areas of love, because of these two cards that came up. I try to keep this a very general reading, but I can't ignore that. So you guys have breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. This is another guy's harvesting. So again, it's this message about harvesting things. But you're going to have a breakthrough about things. There could be epiphany moments this week. You could be learning some new information. Again, I kind of feel like you're going to be hearing something that helps you put on get back on the same page with someone that maybe you've lost touch with. But ultimately, whatever this looks like there in your guys' week, there's going to be some sort of breakthrough somewhere. Some sort of I feel like a lightening of a load too, like as in like some tension, some stress could be like finally like met its tipping point, and it's like you get to go down the hill now. Again, you get fulfilled. You get to reap the rewards of all the hard work you've been putting in thus far. You guys have new moon in Aquarius. Open up to change. So you're also this week, there could be something that you might need to adjust, to change. That might be where that breakthrough comes in. If you figure out how to balance something or view something in a different way. Again, information could be coming up from other people that help you see things in a different way. And it might just be the little tweak that you need, but you're being guided to be open to change this week. Don't dig your heels in. If something is different than you expected, just at least give it the benefit of the doubt. Be open to a change of viewpoint, a change of direction, just change in general, a change of something coming up, but just be open to it because it could benefit you way more than you even expected. So we have get back to nature and connect with your hippie roots. So this is kind of like that message that we got earlier about grounding yourself. Make sure that you're getting back to nature. If you can't get out in nature, maybe bring some nature in with you, some fresh flowers, a plant, something like that. And even just showing appreciation, even if you're driving down the road and show appreciation to a beautiful tree, that's another way of connecting with nature, connecting to the beautiful world that around us. That is free. We get so caught up in, all these fulfillments that cost us money or cost things, when we have all this beautiful enrichment around us, it's absolutely free just by appreciating and showing gratitude. Gratitude is one of the biggest amazing game changers in your life. If you can start being grateful for things, everything shifts. It's pretty cool. But ultimately, grounding yourself, getting back to nature is going to be very important for you guys. You have keep the faith. So with this kind of feels like that if you've been working really hard at something, you have to keep going. You have to have the faith. You have to trust that it's all going to go work out. Even if you can't see the next step, just you're being guided to just keep going. Keep with the faith. Keep just like if you have this weighing on your heart, this knowing about something working out, just keep that faith, keep the trust, and keep moving forward. So for healing, you guys have receive healing. So, and there's like a medical thing here. I'm feeling like energetic work. Like if you've been thinking about possibly getting Reiki done, like this is, the rainbows, the colors of the chakras. So, possibly opening up to getting healing done. But if you're a healer yourself, possibly look into that. If you've been expending yourself to other people, it might be the time to sit back and actually receive some healing for yourself. Maybe do some energy exchanges with some other energy workers. But be open to receive the healing from the universe. And this also, I keep getting this message about, and this is really kind of silly, but hug a tree. Like, there's scientific proof out there about the energy coming off of plants and stuff like that. I know I'm going to sound a little crazy right now, but look it up. You can have this beautiful, like, energy exchange with a tree. And so hugging a tree is actually a very real thing. So open up to the idea of being able to receive energy from nature around you, from the earth. I get that it sounds a little crazy, but it's really quite cool, and again, free. I know things in life right now are just seeming to cost so much. So start, really realizing how much free things there are around you that you can really benefit from. But just be open to receiving. Also, you can ask if you're have connection to your guides and angels, whatever you want to call them, the universe, whatever your word is for your connection. If you have it, you can also ask for healing from them. If you're having some issues or having a hard time working through something, you can also be open to receiving divine help in your healing as well. Okay, so I picked these cards. I haven't used these forever. It says your biggest fear might just contain your greatest growth. So this is that leaning in, possibly keeping faith, having trust, not letting your fears hold you back, and realize that if you step into your fears, that might be your greatest chance for growth. They say that, there's no growth in the comfort zone. So if you always stay where you're comfortable, you're never really going to grow. So if you want your life to change, you kind of have to change your life. You have to step into those things that might scare you a little bit. And I heard someone once say, this amazing guy named Joel, he said, fear is just emotional imagination used against you. It's just our mind coming up with these scenarios, and it's our own imagination against us, so be mindful of what stories your mind is telling you that is fear-based, because that's also your ego. So just like work through that, but also stepping into that, you can look at any of the huge changes in your life and go, did I have to step past my fears to get there? And look how many great things happen from that. So you're being very guided to work through the fear and step up for that. So, all right. So for love this week, even though we kind of have a love focus, we do have invitations of love. So you might be getting an invite somewhere. You might be getting some sort of gift. This looks very gift-like, but then we also have rosy colored glasses. So be mindful of those people in your life. Have you put them on a pedestal? You should never put anyone above you. Everyone should be equal. So be mindful if you're seeing something not as it truly is. And by, making someone more special than yourself. Again, we want to have equals in our life, and no one is better or worse. We need to, have the equal playing field. And that also has to do with your own self-worth and things like that. But just make sure you're seeing things clearly when it comes to love this week. I forgot to pull a deck for my love messages, but I think I'm going to use this one. If I can get all the cards. Jeez Louise. All right, I got them all. All right, so this is the time before we do letters and charms that we pull messages for anyone dealing with the different zodiac sign elements. So I typically start with, what do I start with? I think I start with Earth. So anyone dealing with the Earth sign, so that would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What would they want to say? Anyone dealing with earth sign? What do they want to say? Pile 1. Do they want to say anything? Go ahead and just pick this one. I'm not focused. I'm losing my balance. That's this big message for this week. So maybe someone that you're dealing with is also having these issues with keeping their balance if you're dealing with someone that is an earth sign. All right, those of you dealing with a water sign, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, what do they want to say? I'm in love with you. You are my other half. All right, those dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what did they want to say? What do you want from this love? And those dealing with the air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what would they want to say, please? There's a lot I want to say to you right now. Shocking. Those air signs want to communicate something. All right, let's pull some letters and charms for pile 1. I'm going to start with a zodiac dice and a house dice. So we'll start with a zodiac dice. This could be someone that you're dealing with heavily this week. So we have Aries. So you could be dealing with Aries heavily, or you could be an Aries. And then the area of your life, I decided to pull this out, is the 4th house. So that would be a lot about home, foundations, your stability. The 4th house is ruled by Cancer. So this is, you have to think of it, Cancer is like a crab, so it's always in its home. So your focus this week is about home, and then you could possibly be dealing with an Aries. All right, let's do letters. All right. So we have S, O, X, a P, and a Q. So this could be someone's initials. This could be a place. We have socks on here. And then I'll let you guys leave that up to yourself. But let's pull some charms to end this. So pile 1, what else do they need to know for their week, please? Okay, let's see. All right, you guys have this compass, and it says love will find a way. Again, you guys have a very love-focused week. You have a tiny tarot, and it's the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, so that means some things are shifting, possibly some destined things are coming in, but the Wheel of Fortune is typically a sign of good luck. We have the crown, a crown here. So this makes me think of very chakra focus though. So your crown chakra, that's your connection to the divine. We did have keep the faith here, and you guys did pick amethyst, which is, purple color too, which is the color of the divine. But possibly working on your crown chakra this week, or just something that can make you feel like royalty as well. We have this steering wheel for a boat. So you could be that course correction, that shift. We did talk about possibly a shift or changing of directions this week. We have this little record, and it says all about you. So things could be spinning around and around. Music could be important this week. Oh, I just realized you guys also have divine. So could be some divine intervention. Again, those of you that feel connected to your angels and guides, I feel like that's going to be a big intervention this week in allowing them to come in and help you with some situations. So I'll hold these up for a second, and there you guys go. As always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. It's truly an honor. If you like this reading, please like, subscribe, share. Anyone else that you think that would benefit from hearing a week ahead reading. It really helps my channel, and I greatly appreciate that. And as always, thank you guys so very much, and I will see you in a future reading. Bye, guys. Let's get cleaned up real quick. If you're sitting there, I hope you're doing well. All right. Sip up my drink. Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for tuning in, and this is pile 2. So you guys picked the etched selenite. It has a mandala on it. I'm always trying to catch the light just right so you guys can see that. So pretty. I got it from a company a long time ago online called Zen and Meow, like a cat meow, Zen and Meow. Really cool. All right, so we are going over what you guys can expect in the week ahead, things to keep in mind. This is one of my all-time favorite readings, so hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share if you think anyone else would benefit from this reading as well. We'll start with your tarot. So this is the overall energy of the week. So this is kind of like that overcasting. We have all these like particular messages here, but the overall energy for you guys is the tarot. And we have a 6 of Pentacles and a 6 of Wands. So we have angel numbers. We have a double 6 here. So with this, so it's going to be a very abundant week. So 6 of Pentacles is someone who's been so fortunate, so abundant that they get to share that abundance with somebody else. The 6 of Wands is someone who, very much seen as this woman on this horse coming in, being very victorious. So this is a card of success. So here you have so much abundance you get to give of yourself. Like you're at a point where you can give to others, and then you're so successful, like it's like you're riding in from a victory is what this is about. So overall energy is abundance and victory and success. So that's the energy that you're sitting in. So I would say that's pretty stellar there. Sometimes with this card, there's a little bit of warning to make sure you're not overspending this week. So keep that in mind. But I think overall, your energy is just going to feel very abundant, feel very smooth sailing. Things are going to be moving easily this week, and you're going to feel like you're very much on top of the world. So I think overall, great energy. Let's see what else the week has to come up. So we have talk to your guides. So I don't know how many of you guys do have a connection with your guides or your angels or however you want to refer it, but you're being very, very much reminded this week to develop that relationship. If that's not part of your belief, skip this part of the card. But if you're already here, if you already watched my channel, I'm very in tune with my guides. So you're being guided to talk to your own guides. If you've never done that before, it feels very like you're crazy and talking to yourself. You can ask them for a sign, like, if you guys do want to communicate with me or you can pick some obscure object. Can I see that throughout somewhere in my day to know that you guys can hear me and can help? If you haven't already started to develop a relationship with you and you need a little bit of reassurance that they can hear you. But if you trust me at all, I'll say yes, they can. But sometimes our guides are always there to help, but we do have to ask. We do have free will, so they can't just step in and do things, but we can ask them for their assistance, ask them for help. So you're being guided to really culminate that relationship with them. Also, there's this, I know I've posted it before on my Instagram, but this little quote, and it says, prayer is us talking to God and meditation is God talking to us. So sometimes if you're looking for answers, looking for clarity, you may need to go in a meditative state to kind of receive that as well. So don't ever downplay the importance of meditation. I know I talk about it often. It's really amazing. It was life-changing for me years ago when I started meditating on a regular basis. And meditation can be all kinds of ways. You can do guided meditations. Sometimes if you're cleaning or doing something repetitiously, you get in a meditative state. Sometimes my meditations are like 5 minutes. Sometimes I do an hour plus. Depends on the day. Sometimes they're crap. Sometimes they're amazing. The whole point is not to judge them. But I also feel way more connected when I am being consistent in my meditation practice. Anyways, but this week is a big week to really talk to your guides, try to have them help, step in, possibly offer breadcrumbs or information that you may need to get to where you would like to go. So you can say, I want to do this, I don't know how to get there. Can you guys give me some information, some tools, some breadcrumbs to help me find my way? And then keep an eye out for that. And they come in all kinds of different ways. sometimes angel numbers. It usually is however you relate to things. Sometimes it's music. Sometimes you'll be watching a TV and an actor will say the exact thing you needed to hear. Trust that that happened on purpose. All right. So you guys have courage. So this is a week that even after all this success, let that build your courage. Or, this might be the end of your week and you might need some courage to get through some things. Maybe you're nervous about something working out. I think that it will. But you are being asked to have some courage here. So in this card, we have these cliffs and these waves are crashing against it. So there could be some, stuff that you're really going through that you're being guided to really step into your courage, really know that things are going to work out in a successful way. You're going to be victorious, but it may take a little courage to get there. Unknown territory. You're exactly where you need to be. So yeah, if you're feeling like a little lost, a little unsure of your next steps, again, you can talk to your guides, you can ask for some direction, but just know you're exactly where you need to be. There is no mistakes. If you're in this weird like pause period and you're like, why am I want to do all these things, but nothing's happening, or everything I try doesn't seem to work. A lot of that times is because there's some missing piece of information that you need. But just know that you're in that pause for a reason. There's stuff coming in, there's information coming in that's all going to help you in the long run. So kind of trust that there's a purpose behind it, but you're exactly where you need to be. Even if you don't know where you're going, that's part of the mission and part of the reason anyway. We do have an owl and another bird here, and it's snowing. So some of you guys may feel a little left out in the cold. Maybe you feel a little left out in the cold by the universe. But just know that information and knowledge is coming in with this owl flying in. Owls always represent wisdom and knowledge to me. So it's coming in swiftly. So just know some new information also may be coming in this week that really helps you to get to this successful, abundant point. All right, you have last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. And this girl's meditating. Not that I'm trying to push that more, but I am. But yeah, so sometimes, if we're feeling frantic, all right, this is going to be an analogy day for me, I guess. You have to think about it. So if you're looking at water and it's bubbling, like if your water's so heated up and it's bubbling, you can't see clearly. You can't see what's in the water. You can barely see through the water. But if you calm that water down, you can see right through. So this is the same thing. When you're feeling bubbly, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling overwhelmed and your mind's just scattered and your mind's a mess, you need to find the things that help you clear your mind. So for some of you, that's meditation. For some of you, you're like, there's no way I could meditate in that moment. So you might have to find things to help you clear your mind. That may be going for a walk. Moving your body is a very powerful thing when you're emotionally overwhelmed. But it doesn't have to be like some strenuous, crazy thing. It can just be going for a walk, doing something that kind of just brings you peace. Because again, everyone is different. So you have to figure out what helps you. But clearing your mind is going to be very, very important for you to get the messages and get the, AKA clarity that you need to be able to see what's going on in a situation. Next, it's a message about remembering you are pure magic. You hold the whole world in your hand. I don't know if you guys haven't given yourself enough credit for how truly amazing you guys are, but this is a week that you're really being guided to really look and see yourself. This does feel like a very self-focused journey this week for you guys. This isn't these messages are typically self-focused. That's the way they're coming in. It's your connection to yourself, your connection to the divine, and realizing how truly magic you are, how much you can manipulate your own reality just by shifting your mindset, shifting your words, shifting your patterns around what you expect for your life. And I'm being guided to say expect miracles, expect magic, be open to that, because this is the week that things could really unfold for you, and it's very successful, very abundant, but you also need to make sure that your self-love, your self-worth is top-notch up there, and realize how magic you truly are. Okay, so we have grief work. So some of you guys could be dealing with some really hard stuff, but this is the week that all that you could be put blah blah blah. Sorry, I get going with these messages and they just tongue tie me sometimes. All right, you could have put in a lot of work lately, and just know that that's all going to be panning out this week. For some of you guys, you may be guided to really tap into those griefs and those pains that you maybe have been dealing with, or you've pushed to the side, and really work through that. Possibly some feelings around feeling safe in your world with the red here. Red's the color of the root chakra, and that's all about feeling grounded and safe. I'm also being guided to mention Archangel Michael for those of you. He is connected with the root chakra. But this week you could be working through some stuff that have pained you, but I think it's a very needed work, and it's also going to help you with all this other stuff, help you have your courage, help you realize how magic you are, help you clear your mind, help you find that success. Working through those past pains are going to be very powerful for you guys this week. We have progress. So you are making progress. Just know that things are working out, even though it might not feel like it. And our overall energy is so successful. So it's like you might just be on the edge of everything blooming. But there is going to be progress to be seen. It's going to be very tangible. You're going to see all your hard work paying off this week. You guys also have your energy flows where your attention goes. So this is kind of like a reminder that what you focus on is what you bring into your life. So be mindful of that. And so focus on the things that you want versus the things that you don't want. Because you want to be on path to where you want to go, not on path to the things that you don't want. So make sure you're keeping your focus on where you want to go. Next, for love, you guys have love cords and lip service. So love cords here could be some attachments to some other people. It could be some actual energetic cords. For some of you guys, that could be a beautiful thing. You can feel very connected to others. For some of you guys, when this comes up, I feel the need to bring up if you want to do some cord cutting or some energetic. If you feel like you've been giving your power away, like calling your power back to you and possibly cutting some cords of things that aren't serving you, even if it's just energetically on how much that person is draining from you. But overall, I mean, this is, I think, meant to be like a really lovely card. So you could be really feeling connected in a loving way to others. Lip service here. So for this, could be very literal. Someone could be getting some good kisses in, some lip service, but for some reason, the way this feels, I feel like some secrets are going to be coming in. You're going to be hearing some truths this week when it surrounds love or the relationships that you're in. You could be having some really important conversations as well with people. So next, before I get into letters and charms, I always pull love messages from the different zodiac elements. So depending on who you're dealing with, what they would want to say. So I'm going to start with earth signs. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, what would they want to say? Earth signs, please. What is taking you so long? Okay. Those dealing with water sign, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I don't know why I just forgot all those. I'm unlearning old ways, and it is hard at times. Those dealing with fire signs, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They want to say things are going to be different from now on. And those dealing with the air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what do they want to say? I miss you so much. All right, let's do your guys' letters and charms. All right, we're going to start with a zodiac dice. So this could be someone that you're dealing with heavily this week. You guys have Aries. Pile 1 had Aries too. All right, and then let's see what area of your life is a big focus this week. 7. So this is relationships. The house number 7 is all about relationships, partnerships. So that is a big focus for you guys as well. All right, let's pull some letters for pile 2, please. Sometimes you spell words, sometimes these are people's initials or locations. We have a C, an L, a Z, an I, and a U. All right, and then let's pull some charms. So what else does pile 2 need to know about their week, please? Oh, wow. There is a lot of tarot. So you guys had a whole, oh my goodness. You guys got a lot of stuff. All right, let me look at this tarot first. So you guys got extra tarot messages. So you have a Hanged Man. We have an Ace of Cups. we have Justice, and we have Ace of Pentacles. So there could be some new tangible love coming in this week with Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. New offerings for you guys. A chance to also share your love with Ace of Cups. Someone could be hearing I love you for the first time. We do have Justice in the Hanged Man. So Justice, some legal matters could be coming up, some balance. Justice is ruled by Libra. So I'm going to give a nod to Libra as well. We do have some zodiac stuff down here too. Oh, we have another letter. We have a Q. And then the Hanged Man, so a chance to look at something from a different perspective. Again, that pause I kind of talked about and touched on earlier. So that pause could still be kind of feeling, but it is for you to see things from a new angle. Oh, we have the lip. We have lip service. Ah, that's so cool. Just like that card. I feel like someone's going to be hearing some truths that maybe you didn't realize this week, or possibly have some good kisses. We have the Eiffel Tower, so France might be important, or travel. We have this little heart. It says yes, no, maybe, and it has like a little like scale in here. So you could be like learning some truths, maybe making decisions surrounding your heart and love. We have a dragonfly here. So sometimes this always feels like past loved ones, like notice signs from the divine. Then we have 3 more. We have another Aries. So Aries is strong energy going on. We have Scorpio and Taurus as well popping up here. We have a little cloud, so there might be moments where you have your head in the clouds. Also just thinking through stuff, but it's got a smile on its face. So use those like the imaginative skills you guys have to think about the life that you want to create. Be mindful of that. And then we have this little elephant. Man, I haven't seen some of these charms in forever. So when the elephant pops up, it always feels like a week of nostalgia, possibly people from your past. This also feels family oriented. But they say like elephants never forget. So that's how I always feel about it. And this little elephant has its trunk up, which is a symbol of good luck as well. So I'll let you guys look at those. And then I'm going to end this out. So thank you guys so much for spending your time here with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this reading with someone else that you think may benefit from a week ahead reading. I always appreciate that. And so thank you guys so very much, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked the graphic Amazonite, so just Amazonite with graphite in it. It's pretty cool. Amazonite, some people say it that way, tomato, tomato. All right, we are going over what you guys can expect in the week ahead. This is my very favorite reading that I do, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or share with anyone that you think that would benefit from having an insight look into their week ahead. I am trying to grow this video that it starts getting as much views as my love readings, just because I think it's just so beneficial and it's really, really fun for me to do. So, all right. We're going to start with the tarot here. So this is the overall energy that you'll be in the week. These messages are all typically pretty specific, but I like to pull tarot just to kind of know what kind of energy is kind of overcasting everything going on in your life. So you guys have a Page of Swords and a Page of Wands. So one thing funny I have to admit about this reading is I pull all the cards randomly. Pile 1 had double 2s, pile 2 had double 6s, and then this pile has double pages. I was like a little taken aback, and I was like, what does that mean? But I found it interesting nonetheless. So we have to look, I kind of just feel the need to talk about what the pages are. So the pages tend to be sometimes new. things, but as in like new energy, looking at things from a new point of view. So the pages, am putting a nice spin on that, because sometimes people read the pages as very immature energy, childlike, things like that. But let's look at that childlike enthusiasm. That is this overall anchoring for your guys this week with 2 pages. It's coming in with a fresh, new, renewed eyes, looking at something as the eyes of a child. And how do children usually look at things? With amazement and wonder. So that's going to be a big precursor for your week, is just going in with this fresh, new, like, wow, life is amazing kind of look. So with the swords and the wands here, so the page of swords, you could be having new ideas or looking at something from a new angle. Also having new communication. I'm also being guided to say be mindful that you don't speak before you know all the information about something, even if it fires you up. Maybe hold back a little bit. That message is coming in for somebody. Take it as you will. But there's going to be this also sense of like passion coming in, this new renewed sense of creativity. But you guys are going to be like going after things. I keep hearing just childlike wonderment, and like really lean into that. Like really let yourself be excited again. Be excited about your thoughts. Be excited about communication. Be excited about the things that light you up, that fill your soul with so much fire that you don't even know what to do with, and really like almost chase that. I'm going to throw Archangel Michael out there. I personally asked for some signs the other day in conjunct with him, and I asked for a red sash, and I wasn't getting anything for a couple days, and today I keep seeing like red ribbons, red sashes, and everything, so I just noticed that. So I don't know, but maybe someone else has a tie to Archangel Michael. He also popped up in the last reading, which is interesting. So, okay, that threw me off a little bit, but just throwing that out there in case anyone else. And also, like, if anyone does talk to their guides or angels, even archangels, which it's not something I normally do, you can ask for signs, and sometimes you'll be amazed where they pop up. Anywho, so again, we're going in with excited communication, excited thoughts, excited passions this week is overall for you guys. All right, next you guys have transformation. So this is a week of things transforming, changing, probably in the best way, possibly for your highest good towards your self-love and your self-care. So we have this, or just love in general could be, because we have this rose quartz here. And rose quartz is typically, a stone of love. I like to use it for self-love, to remind myself to keep some of that love to myself. But just knowing that like self-care is going to be transformative this week, but just all areas of love in your life could be transforming this week. All right. You guys have one. We have another rose quartz here. And wonders. So yeah, that sense of wonderment is coming up again. Like be in awe of the world. Be in awe of the universe. I know I'm sounding really cheesy right now, but if you've gotten to this point where life has just gotten really dull and like, ugh, what is the point? I'm being guided to ask you to like look up something that's amazing about Earth, or amazing about the universe, amazing about life. Like we are literally on a ball, on a rock, spinning through the universe, which is infinite and always expanding, within our galaxy, right? But like going around this bright fiery star, which we call the sun, and we're all just living this life. Like it's pretty amazing. Like if we stop and look at that going, that's insane. Like it's having that sense of wonderment, like looking at things renewed, a renewed sense of just wonder for life. And that could be what transforms you. It could just be a mindset shift this week that really just transforms you, helps you get back to feeling like excited about life again. If I was talking about that earlier and you're like, ugh, life is dumb, it might be just like really remembering the things that sparked you up, that made you like be amazed about this world. Because it's as crazy as it is. I know some crazy things are going on. I feel it too. But, stopping and looking at the big picture about how wonderful things can be and focusing on that instead of fear can also shift a lot and help you transform your life. We have overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. So this is a week of realizing how strong you are, how powerful you are. Again, going in with that renewed sense of like, it's like the sword and the stone. You have to look at Arthur that pulled the sword out of the stone when no one else could, but he was a child. Like, again, they keep getting this message around this childlike wonderment, and children tend to think anything is possible. So when it comes to like kids healing, I know their bodies are younger, but they say part of the reason that kids, like say a medical condition, a medical atmosphere, tend to get better is because they believe that it's possible. So you need to start looking at your life like anything is possible. Anything, you can overcome anything. Like, you're more wondrous and more amazing than you give yourself credit for, and you can overcome anything, even if it feels hard, even if it seems like nobody else could do it. It doesn't mean you can't. So it's looking at things with optimism versus pessimism. We have be proud of yourself. Last quarter moon in Taurus. So there's a nod to Taurus here. So you're also being guided to be proud of yourself. Look at how far you've come. Look at all the obstacles you probably overcome in your life, and really just be proud of yourself. Sit back and be like, damn, I've done a really good job. And that's not a conceited thing to do. That's a powerful thing to do, to really honor yourself and honor the things you've been through, and be proud of yourself fully and honestly is a very transformative thing. All right, next you guys have set your intentions with your heart and soul. So you're being guided to be intentional about your life this week. Like, don't just do things, like do it with heart and intention. And that, again, that wonderment will really start to show up. You'll start glowing differently when you approach life from that angle, from that just heart and soul kind of space. All right, next you guys have family changes. So for some of you guys, there could be some family dynamics coming in. You could find out about, just some different things changing. It's going to look a little differently for everybody, but just know that there's a family change going on. And that could also be extended family, but some family changes are going on as well. I'm not getting too many. I'm getting lots of messages, but they're so sporadic. I don't want to even go down rabbit holes there. So I'm just going to leave that very general, guys. All right. Next, you guys have mental repetition. So this is a card that's reminding you when you get in those frantic thoughts that just repeat over and over and over and over again, you need to stop. You need to pull yourself out of it. You need to do things that calm yourself down to kind of shift your focus, because it's just like this mental chatter. If it's not healthy for you, it's something you need to stop. But just be mindful of any patterns, any subconscious patterns that you're repeating through your head. Just be mindful of that this week. Like, realize when you're doing it and go, does this benefit me or does it not? What can I do to shift this when I find myself in these mental repetition patterns that aren't serving me? Just like you would, like, especially if you're thinking about something bad that happened in the past and you keep replaying it over and over in your head. You have to look at it. If there was a part of a movie that you hated, would you go back and watch that over and over and over again? Probably not. So don't do that with the areas of your life that you didn't like. Like, repeating that over and over and getting stuck in that cycle is just damaging you more. If you're trying to heal yourself and work through something and realize like where something has halted you, then you can revisit it, but don't allow yourself just to get in this cycle of like, I coulda, shoulda, woulda, and then don't do anything about it. That's in the past. You cannot change it. And by sitting there reliving it isn't going to get you anywhere except in that loop. So you want to get out of the loop. Don't be the little hamster wheel. So be mindful of your mental repetitions this week. All right. You guys have Madame Saffron. The secret to happiness is a realization that life is a gift. This has kind of been this whole theme of really like shifting your view on how amazing life is and how amazing your life is and can be if you choose to see it that way. Because it is just a mental focus shift. Okay, for love, you guys have swept off your feet and rendezvous. So this is looking hot and spicy for you guys this week. There could be some new things coming in. Someone wants to swift you off your feet. Someone wants to take you out. Possibly like secretly, like a secret rendezvous somewhere. But being swept up in love is a theme for a lot of you guys this week. All right, I'm going to do love messages before I get into the charms and the letters. Okay, sorry. When I get going, and I don't realize, I need to take a break, catch my breath for a second. Okay, so for those of you guys dealing with an earth sign, so that would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, what would they want to say? These are love messages for those dealing with an earth sign. I'm in love with you. You're my other half. I feel like that came up for Earth sign pile 1, but I could be wrong. Okay, for those dealing with a water sign, so that is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Maybe you're better off without me. All right, those dealing with a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I psych myself out sometimes. And those dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what do they want to say? I worry that I'll never be good enough for you. All right, let's look at letters and charms. What else you guys have going on for the week? We'll pull some zodiac dice first. So this will be first is a zodiac sign that you could be dealing with heavily this week. So we have Capricorn. And then the area of life that you will be dealing with is 9. So is that right? Yeah. The 9th house, which is ruled by Sagittarius. It can be about travel. You could be looking in long distance travel, higher learning, higher spiritual elevation as well. So, all right, let's see. 4 letters for pile 3 letters. This could be initials. This can be a location. Sometimes they spell words. All right, so we have TT, we have E, D, M, and W. Also, I'm hearing TikTok. So maybe if you want to start your TikTok channel, maybe this is the week to do it as well. ET, extraterrestrials. Maybe some aliens will come down this week. Take us away. All right, in a good way. I'll be like, take me with you. Rescue me. All right, let's see. For your charms, for pile 3, what else do they need to know for their week? Oh my goodness, you guys got like a whole nother tarot spread. All right, you have the Magician. So this is a week of manifesting, a week of empowering yourself, things happening. You guys have the Moon. So you could be being guided to step into your own power here. I'm also hearing Cancer, because that rolls, that's what Cancer's in Pisces also. But the Moon card, but also working through some fears this week. You guys have the High Priestess, so this is you're being guided to trust your intuition. You have Temperance, which is Sagittarius. This is things of healing and blending, alchemy, things morphing into each other. And then we have the Lover, so Gemini here as well. You guys have, a lot of cool cards that came up. So yeah, empowerment, manifesting, facing fears, trusting your intuition, trusting that in the pause that there's divine intervention going on with Temperance, and Lovers partnerships this week. We also have this compass that says love will find a way. So just know that things should be turning in your favor. You could be getting direction with love. We have this cat playing with these marbles. So I'm always guided when I get these cat ones that pop up, like to kind of be more playful with your life. Also be playful with your thinking. You know, sometimes people think of thoughts as marbles, or you've lost your marbles, like that kind of thing. But be mindful or be playful with your thoughts instead of like serious and negative with your thoughts. And then we have this dragonfly here. So I feel like for a lot of people, past loved ones could be giving you signs this week. You can use the dragonfly as a sign. Like if you see a dragonfly, you can come up with a sign on what that would mean for you. It's also a light worker nod. And then it's about taking things lightly. So when dragonflies fly, they tend to like skim the water, like just lightly, and then barely make a ripple. So it's like going through life and taking things lightly this week instead of so serious. So those are your letters and charms and more tarot. So there you go, pile 3. I hope this helped. I hope this gives you some insight. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Yeah, anyone that you think would benefit from these week ahead readings. I really want to grow this video because it's really like my favorite reading to do every week. So thank you guys so very much for spending your time with me. It's truly an honor, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Never forget that. And thank you guys so much, and have a good week. Bye.